Welcome back to MacPhee Ford. Today we're going to be taking a brief walk around of this 2022 Ford Bronco Wildtrak. So the Bronco Wildtrak comes standard with the Sasquatch package, which is the 35-inch Goodyear KO2s. You also get the upgraded suspension. This one is painted in cyber orange. It is a sold unit, but wanted to give you this walk around to show you what you can get on your Bronco if you spec it like this one. This customer opted for the roof rails as well, which is a nice added bonus. Taking a look here at the mirrors, which is the biggest thing on the Bronco, these mirrors stay on if you take the doors off. You do have here your Bronco Wildtrak Sasquatch badging. This one has remote start, comes standard on the Bronco Wildtrak. You also get the running boards, a little bit snowy out right now. The black painted wheels and the cyber orange paint job look really good together. You do have the remote entry keypad there. Then getting up inside, you kind of have a nice tan interior. You have your locks here to take the doors on and off. That mechanism is just back there. With these nice cargo nets on the side, nice sturdy door handle, and this customer opted for the cloth seat manual seat package. This one, obviously, you can get it coming standard with the leather interior and the power seats, but this customer opted for this style. You also got the nice tan interior, the grab handles saying Bronco on them. You have the lighting controls on the side here, as well as your hood release down there. But getting up inside of the Ford Bronco, you have your digital cluster here we're going to take a look at right this second. And as you can see, you have your LED lights up front, auto high beams, you got rain sensing wipers. You have a nice small digital cluster here with an analog on the side. You can scroll through here and view various screens that come with the Bronco interior, such as the off-roading section. This is probably my favorite. You do have your direction of the wheels being turned, same with the direction of the vehicle. If you're on a hill, it'll show you what angle you're at. And then you have your tire pressure you can keep an eye on, and My View, which you can add and remove screens. You can also bring up the main off-road section in here, so your pitch and roll, your power distribution. You have various gauges, and you can even monitor the turbo boost, oil temperature, and other temperatures themselves. You can bring up navigation, just want to find the nearest trail. You have your phone, your audio, and your various settings there. You got lane keep assist on these steering wheels, so you do have a lot of safety features in the Bronco, of course. As a powerful off-roader, you do still want to be safe when you're back on the pavement. Up top, you have a few different buttons here. You've got front and rear locking differentials. This one here is the trail turn assist. So if you hit this, it locks the back wheel when taking a turn. Helps the front wheels turn even sharper, which is pretty nice. You've got the big Sync 4 display in here, the infotainment system. So you have your audio, your phone, navigation, and other settings. So you have satellite radio, AM and FM radio. Jumping over to your navigation, make it full screen, and this is where you're gonna, set up your home and your work address. You do need to activate the Ford Pass app on your phone to use most of the features in the navigation system, but it's fairly easy and it's an awesome thing to use. If you go back over to this small menu screen here, you have smaller settings on the side you can view while viewing your main screen. I think it's a pretty neat touch in the new sync system made by Ford for 2021. This is getting carried over to the next model year. Zone lighting is a good one to go over to. This takes all the exterior lights of the Bronco and it turns them on individually. So say you want to turn on the mirror lights on each side to light up around inside you. You can do that, same with the front, or you can turn them all on or off all at once. While we're in the features page, you have your driver's assistance. A lot of them in here. You get your lane keep, your pre-collision, your rear view camera, and your park aid. So you have the sensors here that can help, as well as a 360-degree camera. You can go in here and increase that or switch the camera view around if you need to. You got blind spot, you got park aid sensors, cross traffic, and driver's alert. Going into the settings, you have your Sirius XM controls. Your sound settings is where you can go and control the tone settings of the radio. You can go into general, set up the menus in here for your liking. And then you have vehicle hotspot, Ford Assistant, and over-the-air updates. Moving down, you do have your climate system. You do have it turned off right now, just because it'll get really warm in here. It's middle of winter. You have your heated seats for both passenger and driver. Dual zone climate control. You've got your camera controls here, so you have the front-facing camera. This is nice if you want to see what's in front of you when off-roading. We'll get to that in a second. Further down, you have a nice cubby storage. You can opt for a wireless charger in here. This customer did not. Then you have 2 more power points down there. You have your center console Bronco area. You can have your 2 cup holders here, and then you have a nice big Ford Bronco built at the Michigan assembly plant right in the center. And then you have your window controls and door controls for the Bronco, because if you take the doors off, you want the controls still on there for the mirrors, which are located right there. Lastly, you have your GOAT modes, go over all terrain. So you have 2 high, 4 low, 4 automatic. You have your trail control, so you can set this at 1 or 2 kilometers and just cruise along the trail with ease. When you turn the GOAT modes, it brings up different menus in here. So you have normal, you have eco, sport, slippery, mud and ruts, sand, and Baja. And when you put it in Baja, it puts it in 4-wheel drive. I didn't do anything, and it brings up the front-facing camera here so you can see what's in front of you. Simple as that. If you turn this back to normal, everything will do its thing. You'll see it shifts 4x4, takes the camera away, and then you can go back to driving normally, which is really, really cool if you really want to switch up your terrain system on the fly. You've also got 6 auxiliary switches up here if you want to mount various accessories. And then you have the modular hardtops. You have latches up there, on that side, and up there to take the entire roof off and carry it around. You can't carry the roof with you, but you can carry the doors with you, which we'll get to. So as mentioned, the roof is modular. It does comes off in 3 sections. So you have this section here, that section, and that section all come off very, very easy. And then coming around to the back, this whole back plate comes off as one, and you have your big spare tire back here as well. If you would like to get in here, you just grab this, give it a good pull, push this open, and then you can get access to the trunk space of the Bronco. Lift the glass door, and this is the rear end. So this whole piece comes off here, and then it reveals the bash bars or roll cage with your built-in speakers, so you don't lose sound of the music if you're out driving around. You even have cable ties and stuff you can use to plug in the accessories. So if you take this out, it plugs in right there. But you have some spare floor mats in here. You have the door panel storage, so you put the doors in those, and you can actually store them in the back of the Bronco. Take them around with you. You've got some smaller storage in here, spare tool, and a fuel nozzle. You have a 12-volt outlet located over here, and then you have a small cubby on the side. A lot of space back here for it being off-road focused. Jumping into the back seat of the Bronco, same door styling as the front. You get the cloth seats. These stay in place. They don't move. They don't fold up. You can fold them forwards if you want. You got the adjustable headrests. You have the up top part here too. So this whole roof section comes off and reveals one big open area. Really nice for airflow. But in the back seats, you have lots of storage, rubber floor mats, a big Bronco logo there. Back here, you have your window controls and more power points, and a dome light in the rear. And as you can see, you have the speakers located right there facing towards the rear passengers. You take another look here at the front dashboard of the Bronco as well. And finally, taking a look up towards the front of the Bronco Wildtrak. A little Easter egg, it does say Wildtrak on the hood in the graphics, which is really nice. You've got the front clips here, so if you have anything on the roof, you can use these as tie-down points. You can see the max load is 150, or you can use them as guides. If you're in a narrow area, you can use those to guide where your bumper is. You get the front end of the Bronco, so this customer opted for the regular bumper. You can get the modular bumper. Your front 360 camera is located in there, and as mentioned earlier, you have full LED lighting up front. As you can see, really sharp looking. So if you're interested in getting your hands on a Ford Bronco, feel free to message us at MacPheeford.com. As we always, we thank you for watching. Feel free to subscribe, and we'll see you in our next video.